Hello friends, welcome back. BigDenoPlays, Kingdom Death. Get excited. Get excited. It's time for another Lantern year. This year, we're on Lantern year 18, and we're going to face off against one of the most infamous and dreaded creatures that exists in the world of Kingdom Death. A lion god. At this point in time, we've probably got survivor level ability to take on a level 2 maybe, but with the Lion God, it's actually got gear that's gated behind each of the individual levels, and I want the level 1 gear, so hopefully this fight will be relatively quick and we won't be in too much pain. But let's quickly run through our survivors. We did have a clean miss this year, which was crazy, but we managed to escape without having to go on another hunt. Daenerys, so she is going to be wearing crystal skin and all of our sort of important bits that we need on the hunt. The whip, the sickle, the bandages, etc. So she's, despite that, she's still rocking 8 armor. Ilaria, who's out on her first hunt, she's wearing the rawhide set and the cat's eye circlet. She's mostly there for support. And she's also ageless, which is cool. Tywin, so he's our constellation with Sword Oath, and the 18 wounds on the Regal Edge. So that means the Regal Edge is devastating 1 in his hands. And he's just wearing our leather set. And finally, Yara, who has Rolling Gate, and she's wearing the majority of our lantern set. We're actually chasing one more piece to finish it off, which is a Phoenix crest. But we do have this this antelope mask sort of floating around, and so we're actually going to use that as somewhat hybrid head protection, as well as it being really useful for someone who's got a cumbersome bow. So that's our survivors. We're ready to roll. Let's depart. I'll just quickly at this point show you that we have a shrine and storytelling. The last Lantern year, unfortunately, we missed for some reason. The recording didn't keep, but we did have a shrine roll, which I'll do now, and a storytelling roll, which I'm not going to do because I actually rolled the 4 to 7 for 3 insanity. So the shrine roll, I did get a 4+, but yep. So all survivors gain 1 armor at all locations. 1, 2, 3, 4. And all survivors gain 3 insanity from the departing. Wonderful. Good work, team. Let's begin with this hunt. Departing survivors with the constellation gain 1 survival. So we're going to do our hunt events just before we hit the monster, maybe. Let me think. Yeah, we'll do them. We'll do them just before Overwhelming Darkness. I don't think there's any hunt events that this guy moves forward with. So Daenerys will take our first random hunt event. Now let me just check everyone's things. Suppressed Shadow, Faded Blow, Superstitious, she's fine. Ilaria, Rolling Gate, Champion's Right, fine. Tywin, Sword Oath Leader, fine. Yara, Seasoned Hunter. Alright, I've got to remember Seasoned Hunter. Perfect. So let's start on the first hunt event. It will be Daenerys Reincarnated. 0-2. A corpse. All survivors lose monster level survival. So we lose 1 survival. What innovations does the settlement have? We have Graves. The event revealer gains 1 courage and 1 understanding. Cool. We don't have Memento Mori. Alright, so the next hunt event is Elaria Reincarnated, and it is a silver bug. The event revealer. Roll 1d10. A 6. All survivors lose 1 survival. Roll again on this table. A 3. All survivors lose 1 survival. Roll again on this table. A 4. All survivors lose 1 survival. Roll again on this table. A 7. All survivors suffer 2 brain event damage. That was great. I loved that. Tywin onto this next hunt event. 85. A test of courage. Does any survivor have 6+ courage? Yes, we do. Oh, we don't. Damn. Can't get the adventure sword. Boo. Oh, so I thought we had someone with courage 6 for sure, but no. How disappointing. So the final one will be Yara. Crater Lake. We will definitely not be braving the deep. Roll the random hunt event, Yara. 92. Failed start. That's awesome. Each survivor suffers 1 brain event damage. Perfect. But then 1 founding stone starting gear. So do I want founding stones? Not really. I don't really want to give up any of my existing gear for a founding stone. Don't feel like I need help with wounding. Maybe the Phoenix might. Maybe I'll take a founding stone on someone. No, I'm not going to. Survivors with 3 understanding. That's everyone. Gain 1d10 insanity. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Alright, so Daenerys gains 6. Elaria gains 7. Tywin gains 8. And Yara gains 1. Cool. Alright, so at this point we're going to do sky fishing. Alright, roll 1d10. Because we feel a bite. That is a 3. Gain a bugfish and 2 bleeding tokens. That's terrible. A bugfish. Still didn't get the third one. Bugfish, baby bugfish. There he is. Alright. It is an organ though, we'll take that. Back to the hunt. We'll now do a mineral gathering with my pickaxe. And so that is on Elaria, the pickaxe. She rolls an 8. Gain a scrap. We are not past overwhelming darkness, so that is just a scrap. Boo. Back to the hunt. Finally, herb gathering and sonorous rest. So herb gathering, we do gain 1 survival on all survivors, which is important. That is 14 plus 15, so that's 29 plus 12, 41, 57, which is the perfect result. 2 fresh acanthus, a random vermin resource, and 3 survival. The vermin resource is, ooh, a nightmare tick. If only we could hunt an antelope. It's not that funny, really. Alright, back to the hunt. And now Sonorous Rest. Alright, so we're going to do the green one. So all survivors gain 2 survival. And then you gain an additional survival for each green thing that you have. So she gets 1, she's already at max. Ilaria gets none. Tywin, he gets 1, he's at max. And Yara, she gets 2, 1, 2. Perfect. Now we do have War Rune. So we can repair up to D5 points of damage. No one suffered damage. And we do have storytelling. So that is a 7. Each survivor gains 1 courage or 1 understanding. Awesome. Yara, what are you looking for in terms of constellations? Courage. Cool. Gain a courage. You'll have to gain a courage. You'll have to gain a courage. And you'll have to gain an understanding. Perfect. Alright, back to the hunt. Overwhelming darkness. We're ready for the overwhelming darkness. Leading us... Oh no, we're into this hunt event. Yes. Leading us into this hunt event is Daenerys. 38. A Gregolope. No one has Strategist, but she does have movement 6. So she could get a maximum of 15, 16. She gets a 7 to 14. Far too fast. See you, Gregolope. Ilaria takes us into the overwhelming darkness. Let's roll 1 at a time. A2. Accuracy, which is fine because we're going to get rid of it thanks to Song of the Brave. 1. Do we want to lose a courage? No, we'll spend all our survival, I think, to gain a population. And we'll call this person, sure, the Hound. They're all rerolls, friends. It's all rerolls. Alright, Tywin. A10, Tywin gains the leader fighting art. Fantastic, he's already got it. And finally, Yara gains the leader fighting art. She doesn't want to gain leader. We'll actually get rid of champions, right? Yeah, she keeps that anyway, so... because she's had it at some point. Cool, alright. Back to the hunt. Here we go. It is time to face off against the Lion Guard. Now a mindless beast, silver oozes from its nails and warps its bones as it rages in the ruins of its city, always in pain. Cool. Yeah. Cool. All right. So this guy's fun. There's no random terrain cards. And yeah, here it is. Here's the big fella. Boom. Okay, so let's just give his hit location deck a shuffle. I've only fought this guy twice, I think, ever. One level 2 and one level 1. So I may not be the sharpest with all of his rules, but we will see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And one of these two legendaries. All right. So the first. Oh, actually, one thing I could do in that Sonorous Rest is remove a bleeding token from Daenerys. She can actually remove single token. So she's going to remove that bleeding token in Sonorous Rest. Cool. All right, so the first rule of importance is Whiplash. So when you attack the Lion God anywhere inside of his zone, outside of his blind spot, you suffer a bleed token, which is suboptimal indeed. However, if you're surging, you gain an additional bleed token, so that's important. The second rule that he's got is heft, which is he starts throwing around fucking bits of terrain and stuff. He's a loose cannon. And finally, Hollow Earth. So whenever an impassable terrain tile is archived, a hidden passage to the necropolis is revealed. All right, I think we're good to go. Let's get cracking. All right, so the monster is going first. Oh, that's awful. God Parasites. When it comes into play, draw an AI card. All Lion God attacks gain after damage bleed 2. Man, it's just bleed central up here. Alright, well it's an AI card again. Ragdoll. The closest threat in field of view in range. So we want our target to be Daenerys. So we're going to go for Daenerys at this point because they're all equal distance. It's going to full move. All survivors within 2 spaces of the monster suffer bash. Gain 1 bleeding token. If the target is adjacent to the monster, they suffer 5 damage to a random hit location for each terrain tile within 2 spaces. In addition, they suffer knockback 10, gain a -1 movement token. Well, at the moment, there isn't any terrain tiles within things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend a survival to dash with everyone. Dash, 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 dash. So I don't want any bleeding tokens. Daenerys is going to dash to here. He's going to dash to here. She's going to dash to here. All survivors within 2... No, he's going to dash to here. And he's going to dash to 1, 2, 3. No, he's going to dash to here. She might actually go like this. So he turns to face her like so. Full move towards the target. All survivors within 2 spaces of the monster, so that's just Daenerys, suffer bash and gain a bleeding token. Bang. She is now going to take no damage because there's no terrain tiles within 2 spaces of the monster. And she suffers knockback 10 and gains a -1 movement token, which means I can get rid of this. Knockback 10 hits her into that. She's knocked over. She takes 1 damage to a body. She doesn't actually die. I'm sure it doesn't stay knocked down because of Fist and Tooth proficiency. That is the end of that. Good start. All right. So, let's think about this. All right, we're going to start with... I should actually spend the survival for everyone dashing, shouldn't I? Oh, Alaria doesn't have survival. Why does she not have survival? Oh, sorry. When we get to the showdown, each survivor gains 1 survival. So she does have that survival to spend. Damn, her saving that person could be costly given that she's our cat-sized circlet. Let's have a look. Is there a trap in the top 3? 1, 2, 3. There's not. Impervious, super dense. Oh, nice. A dismembered severe injury. Are you pristine, Tywin? Tywin's not, but he can create a prosthetic limb. Okay. So we're okay with that one. We're okay with that one. Everyone's got 5 courage. Okay. Okay. None of these options are great. So he's speed 8. Let me just think about this again. Maybe I'll use the bow. 1, 2, 3. So we can use that one first, and we can do that one. Yep. So we might do those 2 first with the bow. Okay. So we're going to do Ilaria. So she's going to do her action. Not Ilaria, I mean Daenerys. She's just going to use the bandages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go there. And that's her act done. Tywin is going to go and block 2. He's going to move to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to here. And finally, Yara, she's going to spend the dash, or the movement from her antelope mask. Nope, she's not insane, so she can't use that. That's a bit annoying, but that'll be fine. She's going to spend... She's outside of the range for woundy things, so that's 2 hits. We know the 2 hit locations. She doesn't have less than 5 courage, so she doesn't have to run away. Oh no. Well, let's see if she can crit. Good. I mean, it's okay because she's got pristine, but yeah, it stops the monster moving forward and giving her a bleeding token. So, the Lion God vomits an oily black substance. The attacker gains a 1 evasion token. Very nice. Does a wound. Gains her bow proficiency point. Tywin's had his turn. Yara's turn is now. So that's that one. Reflex is cancelled thanks to the critical hit location. And this Divine Jaws. So there's no crit location. She's wounding on anything but. So excellent. Excellent. That is the end of our turn. Monster AI. Alright, Relentless. Yep, so Relentless is a rule that I'm just going to look up because I think it's in his book. Relentless. Maybe I'm misremembering, maybe it just says it on there. Yeah, so some of the cards at the bottom have this. If there are any threats in the monster's field of view, reveal the next AI card. If it is Relentless, play it again. Alright, so next round. Okay, well, closest threat in field of view in range. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is Yara. So, Yara can dash, but it's not going to get her away. Move and attack targets. Damage 7. Jeepers. Does she want to put up a block with the nope, she doesn't have a shield. Damn, okay. Well, Yara's about to get swung at, so I don't think there's any way we can stop that. So I don't think we'll bother. Yep. Okay. So, it's going to be a sharp bite. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to here. Actually, maybe we'll go here, like so. And at this point in time, we roll speed 2, attack 3+, goes to 5+. That's a delightful roll. 2 and a 4. Thank you. So no after damage effects. If there are any threats in the monster's field of view, reveal the next AI card. If it is Relentless, play it. And it is... Oh, it's Relentless. Oh no. The deaf, severe head injury. Yara. Aren't you already deaf? Yeah, that's awesome. Alright, so she's going to suffer 3 brain damage. 1, 2, 3. The deaf, severe head injury, loses all armor points at the head location. 1, 2, 3. And is knocked down. Terrible. If there are any threats in the monster's field of view, so at this flow here, we're going to do a dash with Daenerys to move into the rear. So she's out of the field of view. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No way to get in there for him. So he is in the field of view, so let's just hope it's not Relentless. It's not. Awesome. Cool. So we don't play that card. Alright, so let's do stand up, thanks to Fist and Tooth. We're going to do Ilaria. She's going to take her act. She's going to stand right where she is and grab 3 of these bad boys out. A frenzy. Reflex if a line god is adjacent and within 3 spaces. Okay, so let's put these two on top. Let's put that one and that one on top. Yeah. All right. Well, we're getting into a risky point now. So Yara's going to spend a survival to dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's going to shoot the claw head. I'm sorry, not the. No, she's just going to shoot the bow. That's 2 misses. Reroll thanks to. That's 2 hits. Perfect. So this one's impervious, so we'll do that second. This one, we can wound it. We're not within. Great. So Ragdoll's gone. So we're not within. We're not adjacent to the attacker, so we don't suffer that. This one, the Divine Crown. That's a wound. It's not a crit, but it can't be wounded because it's impervious. Great. Okay. So that's Yara's turn done. Alright, so she's going to move to here. And she's going to use the Sky Harpoon. So on a 6+, it suffers a wound. It suffers a wound. Let's move towards her. Does she want to swing with the Hunter's Whip to try and discard a mood in play? I don't think so. Oh yeah, she ignores first strike, and on a perfect hit, her attack automatically succeeds and does a crit. And she has no speed. If you're standing at the start of your act, reveal the next 2 AI cards and put them back in any order. Woeful Majesty. Yeah, we're definitely going to try and wound that. Leave that on top. All right, she's going to swing with the Sky Harpoon, I think. It's her best option to wound. Yep, Sky Harpoon. So if she rolls a perfect hit, it does a crit. 2 hits. So we know that one's a frenzied, super dense wound. Whoa, that's crazy. Cool. So we're going to do this one first. So there's no crit location, no automatic wound. She's strength 5. The Sky Harpoon's strength 5. He's toughness 4. So it's a 14. That is a wound. Fuck off, Majesty. She now suffers Frenzy and 1 bleeding token. Now, don't think she's got anything to help with Frenzy, does she? Oh, she should. Yeah, she should use Fated Blow there, but she'll use it on this one. No. Great. So she'll use Fated Blow on this one. That is a wound. 1, 2. Failure is ignored. Then she'll move. She's in the blind spot there, so she doesn't have to take any bleeding tokens. Then she's going to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go Tywin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then he'll spend a survival to dash into the blind spot. There's a risk because we could see the trap. But Tywin's tough. He's still got his beacon shield up. Last until your next act. He does not. Maybe he'll surge. He's going to surge to put the beacon shield up. We don't need more than 1 attack from him. 3 hits, including a perfect hit. Don't be the trap. Don't be the trap. Please, please, dear God, don't be the trap. Oh. All right. That one's a wound, which is bad. He's immune to bash, so that one's fine. Yep. So we're going to do it in this order, I think. Great. So this one, so we're wounding on a 2+ because we're strength 13 from the Regal Edge plus it's sharp. So that's a wound. And because of the Sword Oath, it's a devastating wound. 1, 2. Turn the monster to face its blind spot. Petrified ribs. Petrified nose. So that one's a wound. Devastating. 1, 2. If the attacker is adjacent to the monster, they suffer knockback 7. Full move the Lion God towards the attacker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He doesn't contact anything. And he's immune to bash because of the leather armor. So now he'll do this one. It's another wound. It is another 2 wounds. Thanks to devastating 1. And now full move the Lion God. Any survivors it passes over suffer grab and gain a bleeding token. So grab is 1 damage to a hit location, which is his head. That is destructible. That is that. All right, well, we've got 2 knockdown survivors down this end. We are not going to get those survivors up. Thanks to Fist and Tooth proficiency. Next round. The monster's going to draw the closest threat in field of view in range. There isn't anyone, so he's going to mourn. So on a mourn, move the Lion God to the closest impassable terrain tile. If it ends its movement adjacent to the tile, archive it, and all non-deaf survivors suffer monster level +1 brain damage. So, 1, 2, brain damage. Yara's going to do a roll. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yara's roll on the is an 8, which is a 10, which I think is new perspective. Frenzy, excellent. 1d5 insanity. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At least you can use the thing now. 1 strength token, 1 speed token. Frenzy, ignore slow on melee weapons. You may not spend survival. Cool. Cool. So mourn. Oh yeah, so he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Archives that. So when you archive an impassable terrain on a 6+, there's a necropolis. There is no necropolis this turn. So mourn ends its turn, so we don't do that. All right. We're doing fine here, so we're going to stand up and stand up. She's going to take her action and find out if there is, in fact, a trap in the top. There is a trap. All right, well, we need to do 2 wounds, which means we cannot send in... Yep, we cannot send in our devastating guy. All right, well, I don't know if we can actually get Yara in range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She can't spend survival, so... so if she goes, because she's insane, she can use the antelope mask. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, not quite in. So she'll actually stand up here using her act. We have a frenzied Ilaria. Sorry, a frenzied Daenerys. So Daenerys could go in and swing with fist and tooth, I suppose, but she's accuracy 3 and she's got 1 speed. It's all bad options, really. Yeah, I think we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and use bandages to clear our bleed. Tywin's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and put up a block with the beacon shield. So we're just going to rely on Ilaria, Yara having a shot with the rolling gate. All right. Ragdoll, closest threat in field of view in range. It's Tywin. He moves here. If the target is adjacent to the monster, for each terrain tile within 2 spaces, there is none. In addition, they suffer knockback 10 and gain a -1 movement token. Tywin gains a -1 movement token. Suffers knockback 10. Doesn't take any damage. Ragdoll is over. Yep. Yara's gonna take her shot. She's speed 1. Oh no, she's got frenzy. That's awful. Alright, well, Yara's just got to hope that she doesn't hit 3 times. Good. Good. Don't hit. Yeah! Yeah! The best. Wound, wound. Trembling hands. That's a crit. Gain a -1 toughness token. Awesome. And that is not a crit, but it is a wound. Full move the monster forward in a straight line. Anyone suffers grab. Tywin suffering grab. Yep. Alright. We've got 1 wound left to do. What's his basic action? Bash. Knockback 7. We're going to use the thing again. 1, 2, 3. Oh look, vestigial arms. The only way I can see us not... We just need to do 1 wound. So we're going to go in with the bone sickle on Daenerys. She's going to swing 3 times with the bone sickle because she's got a speed token. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She can't spend survival, so she's going to cop a bleed token for attacking from here. So if we roll a perfect hit, it does an automatic wound. We just don't want to roll 3 hits. She's hitting on 5s. She doesn't get to re-roll or anything. Very superstitious. Missed 1. Deno. Yeah. Well, it does a hit anyway. That doesn't mean I've wounded. It's super dense. It's not frail. The attacker may spend 4 survival to gain a permanent strength. If she does a crit, she's strength 6 plus 1 from the sickle is 7. He's minus 1 toughness. This is 13, so we're looking for a 6. 50-50 to kill him, Daenerys. You fucking legend. Yeah. Suck it, Trebek. Suck it long and suck it good. Dead. Cool. That was intense. It's just, I did not at any point feel comfortable then. That guy is scary. That's a level 1 dude too. There was every chance that he would have just murdered at level 2. So anyway, we wanted the level 1 item, which is great. Okay, so let's have a look at what we get. Level 1. 1 hunt XP and 1 weapon proficiency point. Daenerys didn't get fist and tooth proficiency. Ilaria didn't get sword. Tywin doesn't need it, but Yara got her bow. Managed departing survivors. 1 hunt XP. Advance here. So Tywin achieved age 4, which is perfect. Tywin achieved age 4, which is outstanding. No other buffs to speak of. Her frenzy's gone. Her frenzy's gone. Awesome. Okay. So, 1 Necromancer's Eye rare gear, 1 Iron resource, and 8 basic resources. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. I'm getting such little hide. And the Necromancer's Eye. Let's have a look at this, because this is cool. Here it is. The Necromancer's Eye. So it is an accessory, it is unique, and its act is ignore the effects of blind, and you can reveal the next 4 monster locations, put them back in any order. It is a better cat's eye circlet. So fantastic. We like that a lot. We like that a lot. It's a cool item. It's a cool item. Okay. So we're on to the timeline. We have a Nemesis encounter this year, which is great. But before we have a Nemesis encounter, we have one of these disastrous events. Alright, it's going to be this one. We've avoided murder the whole time. Acid Storm. Cool. We've got a dud card that we can archive on pretty much everyone. So that's good. Except really for, well, I suppose it's a Lucky Charm. That's pretty easy to remake. Alright, Acid Storm. Gain 1 scrap. Woohoo! That's good. That's good stuff. No music. +2 to art. Do some face painting, which is great. We don't have nightmare training. Alright, let's add these bad boys to the settlement storage. Do we have any other things that are trigger at the end of the hunt phase? Daenerys. Nope. Ilaria. Nope. Tywin. Oh yeah, Tywin's got his age roll. Let's just quickly do that now. Age 7 is I'm 95% sure. +1 permanent luck. Age. Your time in the darkness changes. You gain 1 permanent luck. Sweet. Alright, back to the settlement. Let's add these bad boys into the storage. So we have basic, we have a bone, we have an organ, we have an organ, we have a hide, we have a bone, we have an organ, we have a bone, we have a bone. Wow, we're getting absolutely hammered on hide. Absolutely hammered. 2 fresh acanthus, 1 bugfish and 1 iron. From there, and a nightmare tick. I'm at the point now where I'm contemplating eating those guys. Because I can't get the benefits from them any other way. Rare gear, the Necromancer's Eye. Boom. Alright, well, we should have 5 endeavours. How many love juices do we have? We have 2. Maybe worth using them to get a couple more survivors. Because we get the +2 to the face painting roll, so it makes it hard to fail that. No one's got a dismembered limb. No one's got any broken injuries. Well, we're going to do an endeavour using our single hide. 1, 2, 3. Innovate, sorry, not endeavour. Alright, well. Pictograph. Settlement watch. Partnership. And Korea. It will be Korea. Let's see if we can get ourselves a harvest man. Okay, well, I feel like maybe we should use face painting now. Face painting for +1. It succeeds. Face painting for +1. It succeeds. We should do 1 more face painting to absolutely guarantee it. Not have to use rerolls. But we've got a couple of dud survivors now, so cool. All right, let's then do some organ grinder things. What are they called? Augury. Very good. We'll do it with someone who needs understanding, just in case. So that's going to be an understanding for someone, and then the second one, that's going to be a intimacy. So we've got 3 intimacies. 1, 2, 3. Someone gains an understanding that needs it. Who do we want it to be? Ilaria's already got 9. Yara's got 3. Yara's chasing courage, not understanding. Drogo's got 7, so yeah, let's go Drogo, see if we can get him ageless. Great. All right, let's do some baby making. Intimacy. So intimate. +2. Who do we want to have babies with? We don't want... So Ilaria is actually pretty good. So let's go with Ilaria. Oh, we've also got to do a story event with the guy. We should do that first before we do these baby making rolls. Where is he? The showdown with the lion god. As we get the necromancer. Yes, if a settlement does not have the knowledge worm when a lion god is defeated, we don't have memento mori. Knowledge worm. This is a cool story. Where is knowledge worm? The knowledge worm. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, that's bad. Otherwise, maybe we will be redoing those rolls. We need a 5+, so climb the staircase. Cool. All right. Well, we definitely want to keep rerolls up our sleeve for this. So let's see what we roll. It's a 5, so we're okay. Everyone agrees the worm is important. Gain the knowledge worm innovation. Knowledge worm. LM. Where is knowledge worm? Maybe it's the knowledge worm. There it is. Boom. Okay, this is such a cool thing. The knowledge worm. At the start of each settlement phase, add 1 scrap to the settlement storage. Great. Departing survivors gain 3 survival and 3 insanity. If any of these survivors have 10 insanity, you will get a gracious host. The knowledge worm. That's exciting. Cool. So we're all fine on that front. Excellent. All right. Well, 3 baby making rolls. Here we go. I'm going to be using re-rolls if we need to, but I think we'll definitely use Ilaria because she's got some great stats to pass on. And we'll also use the mountain, I guess. Yep, Ilaria and the mountain. That is a 6, which becomes an 8. So the 6, which becomes an 8. That's quite good. Is the tyrant is pleased. Choose 1 dragon inheritance for the newborn survivor. 1. It'll be a female, and it will be Doria. The mountain. Ilaria. So we gain a surname. We get to choose 1 dragon inheritance. Gain half of the parent's courage, half of the parent's understanding. So the mountain has 9 courage, so we're going to give them the courage bonus, I think. And we can also find parents' disorders. Yep. 1 population, choose 1 dragon's inheritance. Great. So we're going to give courage, which is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got awake, understanding, and age rolls to do for Doria. So we'll do that in a second. We'll do the next one. So I think we'll use maybe, yeah, I think those 2 are the right 2 people. The mountain. Yep. It's another baby. The mountain and thingy. 1 becomes a 3. So that 3 is... do we want her to have a scar? So it was a 5 and a 1. So we'll potentially re-roll that 1. What do we get? A 5. So it's going to be a 7. But I'll just have a look at the scar. If we want Alaria to have a scar, does that help her towards her goal? It does actually give her a scar, which could turn her into a witch. You can get the scar in other ways though, so yeah, we'll take the population. That's a 7, so that is second dragon inheritance for this baby, and we need to use a reroll. This one will be a male, and it can be strong Belwas, Alaria, and a Moulton. Grab the sword. What do you get? One of her parents' fighting arts. Empire. I need to look at Empire again. It's slightly different to the normal. Oh yeah, Bloodline. Oracle's Eye, Iridescent Hide, or Pristine. Choose one. One surname, half of a parent's weapon proficiency levels rounded up. Cool. So we get to choose 2 dragon inheritances. So we can gain one of a parent's fighting arts or parent's courage and understanding. So so let's go for courage. It's going to be 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Understanding, it's going to be 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. We've got one more baby to make. This time we may go for... yeah, we'll do the same too. Oh, we need to use a reroll. That can be from the Hound. Thank you, the Hound, for saving them in childbirth, buddy. You're amazing. Two becomes a 4. So the population gains 1 permanent strength. We don't get a dragon inheritance. So, fine. Male. Tick on. Outstanding. Well, that's pretty good. Pretty good Lantern year for us. We got our population up, which is good. And now we're going to face the Tyrant. So we're going to think about who we want to send into the Tyrant, because we have the potential to gain the Knowledge Worm innovation if we send the right person. Alright, well, we definitely want to send Alaria. Yara. The Mountain. What do you need to become a dude, my guy? Champion's Right and Pristine for the Reaper. I think we'll send him in anyway because we need someone. And we'll definitely send one of our Crystal Skin people in. We don't really want to send our constellations at this point. Who else has got crystal skin? That's not a constellation. Maybe we do need to do some crystal skin people. Sure, you can go in with the grand weapon Egret. Actually, let's go in with strong Belwas, because he's got his reroll. Cool. Alright, well, let's return to the settlement. We've spent all our endeavours. Nothing more we can do. Could make some gear, but I don't think there's anything I want to make. I just need to make the Phoenix crest helm thing. So awesome. All right. Well, that's a lantern year done and dusted, friends. Good hunt on the Lion God. Probably won't fight him again unless we want to challenge towards the end of the show of the campaign. But we'll see. Anyway, let's proceed. We are going to be fighting the Tyrant level 3, and I'm excited. I'll see you on the next Lantern Year. Big Dinner out.